sea lion, one keeper, and we're going to bring at least one of the sea lions is going to come out here on the point, and we're going to talk about the different behaviors that she's going to be working with. We train here on positive reinforcement, meaning the keepers ask the sea lion to cooperate to perform a behavior that they know, or as they're teaching them new behaviors. When they perform the behavior correctly, they're rewarded. Generally, the reward is in the form of food. These animals are very food motivated. Their food is 100% fish, things from the sea. And you will notice as we train, when the behavior is asked for, the sea lion performs it correctly. You'll see the keeper blow a little whistle. It's like a silent dog whistle. You can actually hear it. It's not really silent. But what that whistle is it's a bridge. We call it a bridge. It says to the sea lion, you've done a good job, reward will follow. Because the reward doesn't always happen at the exact moment that the behavior is performed. Okay, there's one of our adults out there. So we're going to see if Sydney comes out on the point. Sydney has the orange bucket. She doesn't know it's orange. The orange is for us. But she can recognize that triangle shape that's dangling off the end of her bucket. That lets her know it's hers. She can come up. She can touch the bucket. That lets the keeper know that she's focused on feeding, focused on the training session. Sydney is our least focused animal, so it's always a victory when she focuses. So I think they're just sorting themselves out over there. As I said, it's two full-grown adults, Summer and Callie, and the younger female, Sydney. So here we go. It looks like we're going to try to bring Summer around to the point. And Callie. Callie is not. Okay, that's Callie there in the back. She's got the blue bucket. And this is Summer here on the front. She's saying hello to us. She has the red bucket. And we have Jackie working with Summer and Sarah working with Callie. So, we've trained these sea lions to perform these different behaviors for a variety of reasons. These girls are going to live the rest of their natural lives with us here at the zoo, and we have a huge responsibility to take the best possible care of them, both physical care, mental care, and their whole well-being. So the primary reason that we train them is so we can take good veterinary care of them. We want to be able to check their bodies every day, give them a full body check, including their teeth, which we just checked. We ask them to lie still for us, so we can check their flippers, check their body, make sure that they didn't get in a fight or a scrape or something overnight, that everything's good. Similar to like when you have a little kid in the bathtub, you want to make sure that everything's in working order, nothing got hurt. So we ask them to lie perfectly still like that, or roll. Okay, now Jackie's asked Summer to roll onto her belly, so we can check her belly. That's also the position we would want her in if the vets needed to do an ultrasound. And this is so valuable to us that we can ask them to cooperate for things like ultrasound and injections. Because imagine if they didn't want to cooperate. Where would they go to get away? That giant pool of water, and there would be nothing we could do, and we'd have to catch them in a squeeze cage, and it would be really stressful for them and stressful for us. So we're very fortunate that they're easy to train and learn these behaviors so we can take great care of them. So right now what Jackie was asking Summer to do was to breathe on demand. So seals and sea lions can hold their breath for a very long time, as you can imagine, because they spend a lot of time in the water. They need to be able to hold their breath. So they can hold their breath for about 20 minutes. But if we can ask them to breathe on cue, let's say they need some sort of gas anesthesia for some sort of a procedure, we can ask them to breathe, and that way we can administer anything that we needed them to breathe in without them holding their breath for 20 minutes. Okay, so now we're getting the flipper exam. So she got a little confused there with what was being asked. So she knows this other behavior, and she likes to do that behavior. And the hand signals can be similar, but not exactly the same. So Jackie just sort of waited it out until she did what she was being asked to do, which was present her flippers. Callie there in the back is showing us a little dance, which we've trained her to do, so we can show you how flexible they are, how they can support their see how flexible they are? That flexibility, very, very important in the wild, because in the wild, nobody's feeding them fish out of a silver bucket. They have to catch them themselves. The fish don't want to be caught. They're swimming lots of different directions. The sea lions have to be quick and flexible. You can also see that a sea lion can support its entire body weight on all four flippers. You notice when they were spinning around, their bellies were not on the ground. They rotate their hips and their shoulders underneath them, just very similar to when we're on all fours. And they can run down the beach, almost like a dog. but without feet, with flippers, they can run down the beach. That's one of the big differences that we like to show people between sea lions here and seals, our next group. Seals also can move on the beach, but they cannot support their body weight on their flippers. Their flippers are tiny in comparison to their body, and they have to caterpillar. See how big Summer's flippers are compared to her body? Very big. That is perhaps the most obvious difference between sea lions and seals. The barking. Only sea lions do the barking. Our seals have a wide range of vocalizations, but none of them include barking. So if you ever see one of these animals and you're not sure if it's a seal or sea lion, if you listen for the barking, you know for sure it has to be a sea lion. Sea lions also have oops, just got bonked in the head with the frisbee. Now she's going to jump in the water because that's really scary. Now she'll come back with the frisbee. You can see the side of Callie's head. She has actual external ear flaps.